Hello all, Sean Phillips back here again. I want to give you just a very quick tutorial on how to email the students that are in your course. As you'll notice at the top on the home page in the green bar, there is a symbol there, drop down menu for creating an email. We're going to create a new email. This is very simple. You've got 4 choices you need to make: general, classes, students, and compose. You're going to choose your school here, whether it's graduate or undergraduate. You're going to choose the academic year that you're working in. I'm going to send an email to students in a summer course. Am I going to send the email to students, student relationships, or both? Typically, you're going to use students, students in classes, or advisees. I'm choosing from my students, but this is a good place where you could email your advisees. And this would be only students who are considered enrolled in the course. So if you click this, then someone who has dropped the course would be not included. So if they drop the course, they would typically still be in your grade book because there would be some grades that would be visible, records that need to be kept, attendances, those sorts of things. In the next tab, we're going to choose the course that we're going to send it to. I'm going to send one out to all of my my church education students. This other 2 classes are finished. So I could send it to all students, or I could send it just to the selected. On this tab, I'm sorry, that would have been all classes. On this tab, I can send it to all students, or I can send it to selected students. I'm going to send this one to all students. I'm going to compose. And now what it does is it's going to bring up a previous email that I had already sent out. And this was a very informal email, it looks like, that I perhaps sent out to my students about a pizza party that we were going to do at the end of my Christian ethics class last year. So I'm going to change the subject. So if that comes up already set for you, you want to make sure that you change the subject. I'm going to call this one encouragement. I don't want it to go to their first available. I want it to go to their primary. So you need to make sure you change that, because Piedmont's policy is that all email goes through Piedmont's system. If you say first available, then it may very well be an outside email address that they would get. The next one is send a copy to my address or to another address, and I usually don't send a copy to anything because I can get to whatever I want. Now very quickly, I'll share with you the mail merge function. So if I put my cursor here with a comma after, and I click on first name, it's going to insert the first name of each student automatically for me. This is typically how I send my emails. Good, so we would submit that. Now, one thing to keep in mind is submitting is sending, saving is not necessarily sending. Saving is just keeping it so that you can send it later. And then you come to this next page here where you see all of the students' email addresses in the left-hand column, and you're asked in the next column, send a student is yes, and then when you click confirm. Now, just between you and I, there's a couple of students who are not doing a good job. I don't want to send this out to everyone right now because I don't want to give some false encouragement to a few students. So I'm not going to confirm that. But when you click confirm, that's when the email would actually send. We do encourage you to use this email function often, phone calls as much as possible. That way you keep good contact with the students. If you have any more questions, as always, phillipss@piedmontu.edu or 336-716-7966. And we'll be glad to help you out as much as we can.